What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Constant Sports. I am your host, Constance. Now, this is going to be a quick video. I really want to discuss a couple of our bottom teams that we have right now. The two main bottom teams that I really want to discuss is Chicago and LA. For Chicago, I think their issue is the defense. They can put up points and their offense is decent, but their defense is non-existent. Their last game against Atlanta was bad. There was at one point where both teams pretty much they were just going back and forth, shot after shot, making them. But the issue was Atlanta was up on Chicago by 10 plus points, and Chicago could not stop Atlanta. They pretty much couldn't stop Ryan Howard. I'm surprised that she only dropped like 32 points. I could have swore she had 40 plus points. Most of her shots she got, especially in the second half, a lot of them were wide open. And so I don't think I've seen this rough of a defense in the WNBA in a very long time. So I'm not sure what they're practicing on, because they don't need to be practicing putting up shots, right? Because they can all shoot, they can all score when they need to. The issue is stopping the other team from scoring, which has definitely been their issue. And until they can figure out their defense, they're going to continue to slump down like they are, to where they can completely put themselves out of the playoffs for sure. So in their practice, the only thing they need to be worrying about is defense. If you have a solid defense on a team that has really good shooters throughout the whole from position 1 to 5, you'll be fine. So that to me is what they need to work on, and I hopefully this next game that they have, it will improve and get better throughout the season, because we're kind of at like that halfway point with All-Star game coming up this weekend. So they have a little time of a little break to actually work on those things that are hurting them. As for LA, I'm not sure what's going on. They're struggling at every aspect. The only bright spot is Nneka, but she can't keep carrying this team with a lot of these great scores. They started off the season really good for a team that pretty much was rebuilding, but still had their centerpieces, and with the new head coach. So hopefully they can figure it out, because I would love to see them make it to the playoffs. For Indiana and Atlanta, they're going up. This upward trend that they're on is very nice, and I hope it continues after the All-Star break. We know that after the All-Star break, a lot of teams, they swap. Some of the good teams have a little bit of a slump, and sometimes some of your teams that were struggling that first half, they kind of come up a little bit. So after this All-Star break, I would love to see for those teams to continue, for Atlanta and Indiana to continue that upward stream that they're going, because they are a very good bright spot for the W, for two very young teams to be doing so well right now. I hope that continues for them. And with LA and Chicago, I hope this All-Star break is also something that they need to continue to fix whatever is going on there. With Chicago and their new coach that has stepped in, their assistant coach, hopefully him having more time with the team to practice on some of those things will help them out. And after this All-Star break, they can make a good push towards the playoffs. Overall, we've been having some very, very good basketball. With Connecticut, Vegas, and New York still being our top 3 teams. Obviously, Vegas got their second loss of the season going up against Dallas, which I think anyone could have seen with them playing Dallas back-to-back. And Dallas is a very tough team to go against, because they can score, and they're a very physical team. And I know Candace Parker is out possibly for a few weeks. I do believe after All-Star break she'll be back with an ankle sprain. New York has been back and forth. Sabrina Ionescu has been doing very, very well this season. Very well this season. You'll have some games where Stewart is like the main person, and Stewart's going to get her points. But the Ionescu has really been a really good bright spot for this team. And Jonquel Jones, she still has her games where she might score like 4 or 5 points, which they can't have that. This after this All-Star break, they need her to score in double digits every single season or every single game. Connecticut is still being Connecticut. They're definitely trying to get over Brianna Jones's injury, but I think they're doing very well with maneuvering around that and still trying to make the team that they have work. Obviously, they don't have like that big post presence that they would like, but they've been doing very well still. So, like I said, it's about halfway through the season. All of the teams are looking very, very good. And I can't wait for it to continue. All-Star game is this weekend. We have a couple games today. So, yeah. Continue to watch, continue to support. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you feel and let me know what you guys want me to talk about. Yeah. Peace, love, happiness.